Ladies and gentlemen, gather round, gather round. Let me tell you about the most exclusive, the most elusive, the most legendary place that ever existed on this planet, Clubhouse 10 million. Oh, you haven't heard of Clubhouse 10 million? Darling, you must be living under a rock? Or worse, without Wi-Fi. Clubhouse 10 million is where dreams go to party, where your social life gets a glow up, and where the only FOMO you'll feel is if you miss out on the next big thing. Imagine this. The door is guarded by a bouncer who can sniff out uncool from a mile away. This isn't your regular Joe. This is a dude with a PhD in chill vibes and a minor in Instagram aesthetics. You walk up, and he gives you a look that makes you question every life choice you've ever made. But if you're lucky enough to get that nod of approval, you're in for the ride of your life. Inside, it's like stepping into an alternate universe where everyone is a model, influencer, or someone who just has that je sais quoi. The lighting is so perfect you'd think it was designed by angels who moonlight as interior decorators. The music? Oh, it's a mix of tracks so fresh that even Shazam would throw up its hands in defeat. And the dance floor? It's a non-stop vortex of epic dance moves, awkward but charming foot shuffles, and the occasional grandma who outshines everyone with her 70s disco flair. Now, let's talk about the drinks. These aren't your run-of-the-mill cocktails. No, no, no. We're talking about concoctions with names like Unicorn Tears and Dragon's Breath. They're served in glasses so funky that you might just spend more time photographing them than drinking them. But be warned, one sip and you're teleported to a land of rainbows and good decisions. Well, mostly good decisions. The conversations at Clubhouse 10 million? They're like TED Talks, but if TED Talks were delivered by people who've had just enough to drink to be both profound and hilariously off the cuff. 1 minute, you're discussing quantum physics with a guy in a panda costume, and the next, you're getting life advice from a woman dressed as a futuristic space cowboy. It's like every conversation is its own reality show pilot episode. But the real magic of Clubhouse 10 million is the people. You'll meet the friendliest bunch of weirdos you could ever hope to encounter. There's Dave, the guy who swears he's a time traveler from 1985, complete with a neon tracksuit and a Walkman. And let's not forget about Lisa, the self-proclaimed meme queen who communicates exclusively through GIFs and emojis. These are the people who turn a night out into a legendary saga you'll be retelling for years, with each retelling getting more dramatic and less accurate. And then, as the night winds down, there's that bittersweet moment when you realize it's almost time to leave. The lights come up, revealing the true state of your dance moves and possibly your dignity. But as you step outside into the real world, there's a sense of triumph. You did it. You survived Clubhouse 10 million. You might even have a few new followers on social media to prove it. So, my friends, if you ever get the chance to enter the hallowed halls of Clubhouse 10 million, grab it with both hands and don't let go. Because in a world of ordinary, Clubhouse 10 million is a dazzling beacon of the extraordinary. Just don't forget to take a selfie at the door, for the gram. Alright folks, if you're still with me, let's dive even deeper into the whimsical world of Clubhouse 10 million. So, you've gotten past the velvet ropes, and the bouncer has deemed you cool enough. Now what? Let's talk about the fashion. Oh, the fashion at Clubhouse 10 million is a spectacle in itself. It's like Paris Fashion Week decided to take a wild detour through Burning Man and landed in your local thrift store. People are decked out in outfits that could make a rainbow blush. Sequins, feathers, leather, neon, and everything in between. It's the only place where wearing a tuxedo jacket with board shorts and flip-flops somehow makes perfect sense. And if you think the attire is over the top, wait until you see the theme nights. One night it's galactic disco, with everyone looking like they've stepped out of a 70s sci-fi movie. The next, it's jungle safari, complete with faux animal prints and inflatable palm trees. Each theme night is an Instagram story waiting to happen, and the lengths people go to adhere to these themes are nothing short of heroic. It's like Halloween, but with less candy and more glitter. Now, let's not forget the entertainment. Clubhouse 10 million doesn't do anything halfway. You might find a fire eater in one corner and a contortionist in another. Magicians perform card tricks that defy logic, and there's always someone who's a little too good at karaoke. And just when you think you've seen it all, out comes the secret performance. Maybe it's a surprise DJ set by a world-famous artist. Or perhaps it's a flash mob that turns into a spontaneous dance-off. Whatever it is, it's guaranteed to be something you'll be talking about for weeks. And the food? Oh, you thought we were just about drinks and dancing? No way. Clubhouse 10 Million has food that will make your taste buds do the cha-cha. We're talking gourmet sliders that melt in your mouth, sushi rolls so fresh they practically swim onto your plate, and dessert towers that look like they belong in a fairy tale. There's even a secret menu that you can only access if you know the right people and the right password. Trust me, once you've tasted the Midnight Munchies special, you'll never settle for ordinary bar snacks again. Let's not overlook the lounges and VIP areas. These are the sanctuaries for when you need a break from the dance floor or when you just want to feel a little more fabulous. Plush couches, mood lighting, and a soundtrack of ambient beats set the scene. And the people in these areas? They're the creme de la creme. The ones who've mastered the art of looking effortlessly cool while sipping on their signature cocktails. They're the influencers, the trendsetters, and the ones whose names you'll probably hear dropped in conversations like, "Oh, you know Jen? Yeah, we go way back." But here's the thing about Clubhouse 10 Million. It's not just a place. It's an experience. It's that feeling of euphoria when your favorite song comes on and you and your friends scream the lyrics at the top of your lungs. It's the laughter that bubbles up when you see someone bust out a dance move that can only be described as enthusiastically unique. It's the random conversations with strangers that make you realize we're all just here to have a good time and make memories. And as the night draws to a close, there's this collective sigh of contentment. The club might be closing, but the memories? They're just getting started. People exchange numbers, add each other on social media, and promise to do it all over again soon. Because that's the magic of Clubhouse 10 Million. It's not just about the party. It's about the community, the connections, and the stories that bind us together. So next time you hear someone say they've been to Clubhouse 10 Million, give them a knowing smile. They've been part of something special. Something that words can barely capture but memories hold dear. And if you ever get the chance to go, don't hesitate. Dive in headfirst, embrace the madness, and dance like nobody's watching. Because at Clubhouse 10 Million, everyone's too busy having the time of their lives to judge. Alright, let's crank it up another notch. Welcome back to the roller coaster ride that is Clubhouse 10 Million, where every corner hides a surprise, and every moment is a snapshot of epic fun. Picture this, you've just walked in, and the bass is thumping so hard you can feel it in your bones. The DJ, perched high above like some kind of musical wizard, is spinning tracks that make your heart race and your feet move involuntarily. This isn't just any DJ. This is someone who's half music maestro, half puppeteer, and fully in control of the crowd's vibe. The transitions are so smooth, so seamless, that you wonder if they've somehow hacked into your brain to know exactly what song you need next. The dance floor at Clubhouse 10 Million is a spectacle in itself. There are synchronized dance routines happening spontaneously as if everyone has rehearsed for weeks. And in the middle of it all, there's always that one guy, let's call him Party Pete, who's got moves no one can explain but everyone wants to imitate. You don't know whether to laugh or join in, so you do both, and suddenly you're in a dance battle you never signed up for but are definitely winning in your own mind. But let's talk more about those VIP areas, shall we? These aren't just roped-off sections with a bouncer checking wristbands. Oh no, these are entire realms unto themselves. There's the Gatsby Lounge, a 1920s speakeasy-themed area with jazz musicians playing live and a bartender who looks like they stepped out of a noir film. They mix cocktails with names like Prohibition Punch and Speakeasy Spritz, while telling you stories of old Hollywood. Then there's the Zen Den, a mystical sanctuary where the music is a chill wave that soothes your soul, and the decor is a mashup of bohemian chic and futuristic minimalism. Here, you can find bean bags that practically swallow you whole and a menu of herbal teas that promise to detoxify your spirit and your liver simultaneously. It's the perfect spot to recharge before diving back into the fray.